Sorry. There we go. Kind of had that little fake out to the top side, so I was thinking that we would run higher up there, but we did not. Just another fake out. Let's see. Oh, you think we get a big sell-off? I don't think we get a sell-off tonight. I think we're going to retest. Let me get my levels up here. I mean, we could possibly pull back down into like the 50s here, but I still like the move to the top side. If I had a choice. Trying to get my chat situated where we can see our chat here. Ooh, never mind. We just broke that level hard, didn't we? Oh, Ponzi. Look at Ponzi calling the short. You might get one that may dump it for you, Ponzi. Oh, fake out. Oh, my goodness. What was that, like a 80-point dump real quick? Whew. See. Now let's see if we can continue moving higher here. I like the longs if we stay above the 54. 54.41. Trying to see if this level is going to hold or not. Whew, did not. Pretty wild price action at the moment. What's up, Patty? Yeah, we're waiting until this time to get on. We knew there was going to be some whipsawing going on. We kind of waited till all got through this chop. I mean, I'm pretty sure anytime the president says something, the market's going to react. I'm pretty sure that's what we're getting right now. Because, I mean, we just dumped off 140 points. It's very tough to just short this, though, because we're just kind of whipping back and forth. So we got, oh, excuse me, got some order blocks sent down there at the 24,050. I still like the push down here, especially if we lose the 90s. You almost want to see it hit the 90s, come back, retest the whole number, then push through the 90s. I'm trying to hold off to the 75. Let's see if we can hold off to the 75 here. pretty wild at the moment. Whew. Dude. That was almost like a 30-point rip back to the top side. Be super careful, guys. Be super careful. Let's see if this is the sell here. Man, I'm so tempted to short this, but I'm scared of the whipsaw action that we're getting. Wow. Still very tough to short this, especially on a especially if you're buying these breakout candles. Let's see what's to the left. I mean, I just don't see how we get through that. What's up, Tyler? I don't know what the best time frame. Oh, my favorite time frame is I trade off the 5 minutes. For scalping, I like to trade off Rico candles for scalping. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's why we waited to stream tonight. So we knew there was going to be a lot of little whipsawy whiskey price action that's just whipping back and forth. I mean, we're whipping back 40, 50, 60 points. I mean, it will ruin your night quick. You had a bad day. It was very tough price action as soon as after that first initial move this morning. That was the only good trade I got today. I felt like was see. Runner may get stopped out. Woo. It says it's ending? Oh yeah, micros. Craziness. Craziness. Wow, we just left a whole bunch on the table up there. I didn't expect us to go down that far. What's up, Nick? Dude, be careful. Say thanks for watching. It's not live? What do you mean? I don't understand. I don't understand what you're saying. Not live here. It's on the ending screen? I don't see how. You must be on the wrong thing or something, man. Not really sure. Let's see. No, it's on there. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Does yours say ending soon, Nick? Oh, now it's on. So we definitely left a lot on the table on that breakout, guys. That thing, that thing went up almost 100 points, then came right back. Well, that sucks. I wish we'd have kept, you know. Let's see. Yeah, that first couple hours was super, super choppy. I thought, John Carter. Ooh, look at the gold plays down there at 76, 47.60. About 10 points in drawdown, but still, it's a nice pop. Yeah, I just took my one gold trade and was done for the evening. We took that for 100 bucks tonight on my funded futures, 50K. I want to say I thought about shorting down here a while ago, but I wasn't sure. You're 6 for 6. Nice. Oh, Bewley eval all the way, John. Uh, I feel like everything's going to be kind of like a scalping play just because it's whipping so fast. You're just going to get that quick 5 or 10 points, then it's just going to come back and stop you out. It's not going to give you the follow through unless it just fucking just dumps. I mean, I'm getting short signals over here, but man, they're just whipping back so quick. I mean, we're getting like 40-point whips. Oh, there's the dump. Damn you. Oh, goodness. This is pretty wild. Oh. See if it's almost like you got to place an order and just let it hit. It's so hard to jump in. It's like I want to jump in, but man, I'm just so scared it's going to whip back up 30, 40 points. I have no idea. All right, here comes the 50 level. Let's see if we can get the pull back up to the 75. Come on, pull on back so we can get an entry. Dude. This thing is just not pulling back now. All right, here we go. Pull back. I want to see a 75, 70 pullback here. Holy goodness, man. Like I said, it's so hard to jump into this without feeling like you just get your face ripped off here. So that would have been the 400, the 25. I want to see a pull back up to the 50. Usually I'd like these levels here, but man, this price action is, it's like, do we get a bounce here? I almost want to take a little filler trade here at the 80s. I might do a backdoor trade on it just because of how the price action's it. The price action is. Kind of looking for a bounce out of that 80, off the 80 previous day high. Get on down there. It might not get down there. Shit. I couldn't place my order. No. I tried to drop it as it was popping, and damn it, might get wrecked on this one now. There we go. Poppity pop. Nice if you're able to catch that, guys. Woo. Just follow it up because it's whipping. You got to just take what you can get. Oh. Oh my goodness. Didn't quite get to the 80, but man, it got into 80. I had the feeling that that was going to be a good pop spot. You can look to the left and see all the consolidation in that area. We got the previous day high there. You had the midnight opening there. So that was a really nice bounce spot. Man, if we lose this previous day high, man, we're going to short the crap out of this. We're going to be completely short below this previous day high here. And that's at 74. Wow, it bounced hard off 74. Ah, damn you. Still got 2 minutes left on this candle. And that offered another good bounce off that previous day high and midnight candle. It's like, do we? I don't know. I'm not really listening to anything. We're just trading. We're just trading off levels. So this is the levels that we'd have to get through right now, which is the previous day high, the midnight candle, and we got a pivot sitting here also at the 400. And we got the previous day low all the way down at 380. $40. Dude, does this thing give us a big retracement? I wasn't sure if we get below that this level here and we just move all the way back up. I might even take a filler trade here if we stay above this pivot here. It would have to stay above this 400 here. What's up, Raul? How are you doing? Nope. Ooh, it's very tempting here. Just try not to get faked out here. We're at yesterday's previous day high, so we're I want to say there was a lot of consolidation in this area. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of consolidation in this area, so I think we move back up. You can look to the left here. Look at all that consolidation. Man, do we get through this? I don't know. I just feel like we're going to have to pop back up because there's a lot of consolidation here, a lot of consolidation here. I feel like it's going to be very tough to move down. from last Thursday. Yeah, a lot of support. Remember, it took us forever to get through these 50s and 60s. Heck, I wouldn't mind this being the bottom. Get a big move back to the top side. I just feel like this thing wants to retrace. You really need to be back. But I mean, if we lose the 90s, we're going to probably at least get it pushed up to 13, 14 here. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure if we get through the 13 or 14s. What is his reclaim level, John? Hopefully no one got caught in this nasty sell-off a few minutes ago. What's up, 123? How are you doing? It's posted in Discord. It involves for me to go over there and read something. We'll just wing it. Well, crap. Didn't really want to see us. I thought we would move up here. We're under the midnight candle. We're under the previous day high. A lot of times you get sells down off these levels. Man, it was so hard for me to push that button. We got previous day low all the way down at 380. Damn. Short these on. It's so hard to jump in these guys because of the pullbacks. It's almost like you got to catch it perfect whenever it starts selling. That way, it's like an instant 5 to 10 points and look for the runner. Unfilled gap at 112. Are you talking about 23,112? Or are you talking about NQ? I don't see how we don't get to the 80s here. $23,112. Dan, do you think we're gonna sell down 1,000 points? Oof. Come on, pull on back. Pull back up there to the 50. Guys, it's so difficult to enter in these type of candles when it's just completely selling off like this. I feel like we're going at least to the 380s. All right, here comes our 21 kind of pullback here. We might not survive the pullback. We're about to get a new 5-minute candle and this thing completely do a 50% reversal of this candle. Oh, come on. What time is it? Let's wait for the new 5-minute candle. Wow, this thing just rippity rip. Let's see. I feel like 52 holds. We should get another push down to the downside. And that's your 21 EMA off the Ricos. We might not even get the previous day close. What's up, Kay? Get off the phone and all go live. I'll stick to my funded accounts. Trying to see if we can push back below the 50s here. We still did not touch that previous day low down at what, 880? That's pretty wild that we didn't make that down there. I think John said there was an imbalance sitting at the 24,112. I mean, you can do as you wish. I'm not buying. I would need us to be back above the previous day high. $60 is my line in the sand here. Back above 60, I'll have to close this. I thought I'm gonna have to get my short bias out of my head here because I keep thinking we're going to push down to those previous day close. $12 seconds left. Yeah, it looks like we can get stopped out. Pretty much lost the profits we made, so that put us back down to negative 31. It's not stopping. Like I said, I was thinking that we would get down to the 380s. I mean, there's still that possibility. The 380s down there is kind of the target that I thought we would hit. It's crazy that we're getting that so close and it's not going to come that far. But we're on the other side of the pivot. Once we're on the other side of the previous day high in this midnight candle, we'll be back into just looking for longs. It's got some pretty wild volatility tonight, guys. Did anybody catch the big short to the downside? Oh, you made a cool 1,300 points. I tried the short for a push down to the previous day low, but I'm not sure if we're going to get it. My bull bear line is going to be the previous day high. So, I mean, if we were below the previous day high, I'll look for shorts. But if we're back above the previous day high / the midnight candle, we'd have to go back to looking for longs. So we were up about $100, but we lost our profit. No, we were up actually 150. We lost our profit on that last trade. only to watch it probably go down. I think he's done talking there, Fish. Somebody said, and I don't know, maybe he's still talking. I'm not sure. I thought somebody said he was done. Well, that positive. Oh, excuse me. Do we fill in this gap? I was wondering if we pull back up here and take out this gap back up there at 24,080s if you're looking for a target to the upside here. If we get back above the 400s. Excuse me. About 10 points off. I don't know if we get that pullback here or not. So we're going to look for a gold trade possibility. We have a ledge down there at 47.07. Unless it just starts moving back up without me, then we'll just take it off. Looks like it's just going to move on without us. Is anybody here taking gold trades? Just look away, guys. That's all you got to do is just look away. Methodical, are you taking the gold trade? What time is it? We got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. No. Come on. Yeah, we're trading on Ninja Trader, Big Cat. There comes the move down. So are we finally going to get that previous day low? That's kind of what we were looking for a while ago. No, futures aren't 365 days. I think they're closed on, I know they're at least closed on Christmas and New Year's Day. So I think they're only closed like maybe twice a year. The rest of the days, they're like half days. We usually trading somewhere between what do you want to call it? The NQ and gold. Man, this thing's already up freaking 20 points above my target. So it's probably not coming back for a minute. Yo, shoot. That thing's already up 30 points. Wow, we went from all this big movement to just straight consolidation, guys. So now we're just kind of just sitting here just waiting. All right, so the gold play looks like it's probably not going to be a thing for a while because we've already up freaking 20 points. So my short would at least worked out partially. What did we push all the way down to? 910. I'm still kind of waiting for us to, if we're going to look for longs, it's going to have to get back above the 80s and have to print. No, Ninja Trader is not free. Either you got to trade your real money and pay for the services like the data. I think you get it per trade. Either you pay a flat fee or they charge you per trade if you're trading a live account. Or you can trade on prop firms and they'll give you the data for with the prop firm. So I'm trading with Bulanox on this, and Bulanox gives me a key to put inside the Ninja under plans, and it gives me the data Coinbase, I've never tried. I have seen that on Coinbase because that's kind of where I've been buying XRP lately. And so I have been seeing it on there. I've never tried it. So it is kind of laggy on there, doing it on your cell phone. So I don't have any experience with it. So I don't really have no to really say how their stuff is because I've never used it. I would say Tradeovate's probably the yeah, this was what this was from Ford. Tradeovate's probably the easiest to start trading on. And it's the same company as Ninja. They're owned by the same company, but Tradeovate is a lot easier to trade on. Let's see. I'll show you some Tradeovate charts. This would be your Tradeovate charts. Super simple. Buy, sell. You got a few indicators to pick from. If you like to use indicators. I don't even know what's on here. I don't ever use this. I have no idea what this even is. So, so how I do mine is, since Tradeovate and Ninja are owned by the same company, I have my Tradeovate accounts tied to my Ninja account. So these are Tradeovate accounts, like the My Funded Futures and Elusive. Those are Tradeovate accounts. And that way I can trade them all in one place, and it's pretty easy to switch before in between the accounts. I'm still looking for that big pullback. Either we get a big pullback to the top side. I can imagine what the 50% is if you pull 50% on this total move. What do you think? Right here? Pretty much where that gap is. It's either Bollinger Bands or VWAP. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I hardly ever look at my Tradeovate accounts. Hardly ever. Oh my goodness. You're shorting? Nice. I'm sitting on the sidelines. We already tried the short once. I don't feel like jumping back in the shorts. That sucks. We got all this movement within like 15 minutes, and now it's like we're back to just kind of just grinding sideways. It is the MNQ. Yeah, I think they're already white, aren't they? Egg roll. I think you I thought they were purple in some of my charts. I don't remember which charts they were. See if I can find them. No, no, sorry, sorry about that. Yeah, you can adjust your charts colors to anything you want. I think you just do it by like right clicking on it or something like that. Maybe. In the morning time, I mostly trade off the 5 minutes and higher time frames. So, like this morning, this would have been my trade this morning. So we were already kind of outside of our 15-minute range. This is the 9 o'clock to 9:15. We waited for this candle right here to kind of pull back into this range, and you can see it was holding up. And we look very bullish this morning. And we got long here, or actually no, about once it popped over the 24,100s, we got long. I think this move went up for a total of 90 points before this candle came back and stopped me out. I think we took 60 points off of this trade this morning. If I didn't take this one, we would have took this one here. That would have been my probably next entry. So we would have gotten in a little later, but we would only been looking for 30 points. But we took extra this morning. And these boxes represents higher time frames. So a lot of times I'll try to target the higher time frames. So this is your 4-hour candle, and these four individual boxes are your 1-hour candle. But you can also tell where your 4-hour high and your 4-hour low are also. Because the morning is just so insane that it's hard to look at multiple charts. You're saying you're long? Well, 972 I'm long, 912 I'm short. Yeah, I want to say that thing went up almost 90 points before it pulled back. Yeah, what, 90 points? I think after that, we were pretty much sitting on the sidelines because we just started getting this like super choppy price action. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it from this morning. Oh, no. Since we're not really doing anything right now, we're just kind of waiting. many candles went out this morning? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, for some reason a freaking thing popped up this morning. I got stuck. Sorry about that. All right, we'll pull this morning's trade over. This way it's easier to see. So this morning on this 15 minutes, as you can see right here, we trade off of that 15 minutes in higher time frames. So once this thing pulled back into this 15 minutes and was going to hold, you can see, you probably couldn't see it on the stream, but I had my order sitting up here, but this is where we're getting ready to drop it. So we're going to try to drop it as it breaks out. Yeah, for some reason I got this stuck on my screen this morning, and it would not let me close it. So dirty. I think the time I got it closed, I was in the trade. No, I closed it. I closed my trade because I couldn't get that freaking thing off. That was so dirty. But I think this trade here ended up, like I said, going up 90 points, and we only took 60. And we waited for it to kind of pop the 100 level, because instead of taking trades in the whole numbers. So like that would have been probably your first 100 hit there. So a lot of times we try to stay away from whole numbers on that first hit. Then I'm pretty sure this, I can barely see the numbers, but I'm pretty sure we're around a whole number, because I think we got long at 03 or something like that this morning. I can't remember the exact number. But it went up like 60 points or 90 points, but we only took 60. Can you... In the task? I don't understand what you're asking. Oh, about that thing that popped up. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the first time I ever seen that tab just pop up. It won't disappear. Yeah, I wait for like a little retest of the 15 minutes. Lizard. It's a little bit different every day. You know, the price action in the morning, man, is just never clean. Some days it's really good and it works out perfect, But some days you even have to be more patient. Like if I didn't catch that breakout, I would have waited for that second 5-minute candle. That second 5-minute candle was probably my favorite to take because you can almost be guaranteed almost like 20 to 30 points. And that's all I look for is usually 20 to 30 points on my funded accounts. So if we hit our trade tomorrow, it should push us over the payout threshold. I was like, where's my account? So this is going to be the one that we're going to try to hopefully get to the payout threshold tomorrow. The one that's at 53,496. We got to make $3,600 to get a payout with them. So hopefully we can get our 30 points tomorrow. I just don't see how we don't get to 380s here. But I just was not going to keep shorting this. I've already tried the short a while ago, and I just wasn't going to do it again. I caught some of it, server. I also caught the bounce off the previous day high. But then we ended up losing our profit on this loss a while ago. Then it ends up going in the direction that I was looking for. So I just wasn't sure. I'd rather just take my loss than to hold that crap. Oh, you took the same short? Yeah, I didn't hold it, man. I did not I did not want to get caught in drawdown. I'd rather just take my loss and move on to the next trade. I got you tonight, TikTok. Woo. Do you think we'll hit the 400s again? Where are we at? Woo. We put it on the table, guys. Woo, that was nervous. Whew, that was nervous. Because that thing could have wrecked us. The gold with the 99% win rate. It never loses. Isn't it right, John Carter? We slapped the 10 micros down on that one, John. 10 micros down that gold trade. This is that gold trade that I've been sitting here waiting on. Like I've been watching and watching and watching. Just had to be patient and wait. Now we're back in the green, 468. Nice. Don't have to get the big moves with the gold, man, but it can ruin your day. Dude, you're making money on the short too, man. Like, what's going on here? Oh, here it goes. Son of a bee, man. I paper handed the crap out of that short while ago, Nick. I was trying to short it too, but I just did not. Oh, you did the one back into the pivot, didn't you? You took the one that retested that pivot, that last pivot retest. Nice. Dude, those pivots pay so well. So the Fibonacci pivots. Here's that previous day low. I almost want to put in like one micro to see if we get a, or a couple micros to see if we get a bounce here. Just waiting to see if this area is going to hold. It said no. Oh my goodness. That thing did not hold at all. We might be able to get a little backdoor action here, guys. A little backdoor. Yeah, a little backdoor action. Whew. Never fails. Probably going to get stopped here at the 50% mark here. Either that or it's going to reverse off this whole number here. Heck yeah, man. 600 bucks. I am 250 away. I finally broke the 26,000 mark today on those 25Ks. So we still need to make about another $250 on ours, Nick. Ever heard of the multiverse? Is that meta? I don't know. Not sure. Oh, okay. No, I've never heard of that then. You would think that we'd at least push back up to at least the 15s. You got three big wicks. Three big wicks there at the 15s. No. That means if we lose that previous day low, it's like, where could we go next? Holy goodness. Dude, past this, there is nothing holding the market up all the way down to 650 here, guys. Holy goodness. There's nothing holding us up once it's through this. Oh, that'd be insane. What insane sell-off this could be. Dude, look at the gold already up 20 points. Can you imagine holding that for 20 points with 10 micros? That is what, $2,000. That's $500 for every 5 points. Nick, have you taken any of these gold trades with me and Methodical Man? I've taken 2 gold trades tonight and made what, $600 on evals. The gold trades are just insane. Like, it never loses hardly. Where's the opener? I think this was the opener here. We probably won't be streaming tomorrow night. We're going to be driving to Georgia this weekend, so we can go push the button for Methodical Man this weekend. Push the button. No, futures are open tomorrow. They're half a day Friday. So I won't be trading Friday. But futures are open all day tomorrow. You got to put in a discount code, Nick. And it's 89% off. It will knock it down to, depending on what size account you get, either 15 for the 25K or 19. Yes. And it gives you a 90% off. Or it's 89, I think, right now. They used to do 90, 91, but they haven't done that in a while. But remember, you can't trade Bulanox on Trade of 8. Because they're strictly Ripnik. And if you need help setting up your Ninja, just give me a holler. I can help you set it up, because it's kind of a pain in the butt to set up all your Ninja stuff. There's like 3 or 4 different steps you have to do. I've never tried TradingView. It may work on TradingView. I've never tried it. Is TradingView Ripnik? It may be. I'm just not sure. Mostly off like support and resistance and breakouts. Or off 5-minute pullbacks. I don't know. Every day is a little bit different how we enter our trades. It seems like it's never the same every day. So right now we're at 2 support and resistant levels, which is the previous day low and the previous day open. Oh, you've been just doing 1 micro since you gotten beat up earlier. There's nothing wrong with that. I prefer 2 at the minimum. That way I can get what do you want to call it? Hit that first 10 points to get like $20. Then that way I can still have like negative drawdown, kind of like as a break-even trade. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to take any more entries. We're already up really well. We just took a banger gold trade a while ago. So we took this gold trade here. So basically what it is, you're trading ledges on golds. So basically this is why you keep seeing me put that red, that line there, because that's where we're taking it. So basically all you're doing is looking for swing lows on gold. And then all you do is you put your entry there. And as you can see, look, maybe a point of drawdown, and you're just looking for 5 points. But I don't usually do it you're not really supposed to do it after the 10 o'clock. It's supposed to be only between 6 and 9. Like the price action gets a little weird, I think, later on. So, excuse me. Oh, Trade of 8 has Ripnik. Okay. I've never tried logging into Trade of 8 with Ripnik. So I usually only try to just have my one Ripnik account. Then anything else I sign up for, I prefer it to be on Trade of 8. Because Trade of 8 and Ninja are the same company, so you can cross trade them. So you can have your Trade of 8 accounts. Oh, it locked you. Oh my goodness. I can look real quick. I meant to look at that today. Let's see. Well, you can lock yourself out, but if you log out and log back in, it takes it off. I think that's what Pine Tree told me. It's not like it logs you out for the whole day. Uh, Risk settings. All right, so let's look at daily loss limit here. Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad. So you just go to accounts. Uh-oh. And hit risk settings. Then I guess you select which one you want. Is that what you did? So if you hit the daily loss limit, and I guess you just put in an amount that you're willing to lose. We will go 150. And this one we will do 120. Okay, pretty simple. But I don't know if it saves it once you log out. Log out. Oh, it's a manual lockout. Okay, I guess I wasn't aware of the manual lockout. That's something new. I think I'm done taking more entries. I figure I'm just going to hold on to the profit we have since we're able to catch that nice big gold trade. And tomorrow we'll just come back and see if we can get our. We need to make $105 to get to another payout. So hopefully we can make that tomorrow morning. Then we'll just work on evals the rest of the morning. We haven't made it yet, man. You know how it is. You can get really close. To me, it's the hardest is when you're like that close. Like you get the little bit of the pressure kind of kicks in. You know, you start overthinking about it. Only the Trade of 8 props have that. Oh, the My Funded Futures doesn't have that on their page? That I'm not sure about Apex. Oh, dude, that is. Trust me, we've all been there, man. I've been within $500 of a payout too, and ended up going tilt on my account. So I've done that same thing. That sucks, man. When you're like $500 away, like just a couple trades. That's like the worst. Especially if it's a large account, you know, if it's like a 50K where you've like busted your butt for like a couple weeks trying to make $2,500 or $3,000. Think with Bulinox, I have to make $3,600. So when you have to make $3,600, so I've been trading that thing for a minute. Even though that'll be the second one on that particular account. But now, see, I only got to make $1,000. Oh, so you don't have a Trade of 8 with the Apex there, my Riptic feed. Yeah, if you want to have Trade of 8 and Ripnik where you can, I guess it really depends on what you're doing. The way I have all mine set up is I'll have one Riptic account. So here's all the Bewley accounts. And then this is the elusive account, and those are my funded futures. So all the elusive and the my funded futures are tied to Trade of 8. And then when I could do the connection, we just set up the Trade of 8 connections. And this way you can connect to all of your Trade of 8 accounts and your Ripnik account. And this way you can trade 3 different prop firms just in one place without disconnecting and reconnecting. So, and you can copy trade, I guess, if you're, willing to do that. You've lost 14 since my last payout. Whew. Now you've lost 14. Those are funded accounts or just evals? Yeah, I'd trade too small to get that kind of to me, I think on the smaller scale, it's like, man, I just want to make money just to pay some bills. That's it. That's way past my prime, worrying about what kind of car we drive. So I just drive like a basic like 1500 Chevy pickup truck or GMC pickup truck. super, super simple. Yeah, the one thing that helped me a lot more was basically downsizing on my funded accounts and learning to accept my losses. That's the hard part. Downsizing just to a few micros, and and once you have that red day, put the account away. Don't try to get it back. That's the one thing that it seemed like it took me forever to conquer. Oh, you say you're addicted to trade. I'm not sure how you just sit here and just wait for take profit at this point. Yeah, there's just no way. I'm like I said, I'm almost done trading. Mary, this is MNQ. So MNQ is basically like a portion smaller size of the NQ. So where NQ is $20 a point, MNQ is $2 a point. Or if you're looking at pips or yeah, ticks, it's 50 cents a tick with the MNQ, and it's $5 a tick with the regular NQ. But see, most of us are trading on 25Ks and 50Ks, and trading one mini with those size accounts will just wreck those accounts with one bad trade. I mean, you got to think you can easily blow through probably 20 to 30% of your drawdown with a mini. He doesn't trust the big Oscar Mayer hot dog. GG's on me. Oh yeah, the NQ is just the NQ is definitely not for anybody that's new to trading. It takes a while to get used to trading the NQ. I say if you're just starting out, go trade the ES for a little bit. No, we're not in any entry. The short entry was back up there around the 60 level where we were short before we ended up closing our trade. So if you were okay with just kind of just bouncing between drawdown, that 60 level was your short. And that's underneath the previous day high, the pivot, and the midnight candle from yesterday. For anybody that likes to trade off the midnight candle. I wouldn't mind seeing a big push back up. We may jump back in with a few micros if that's the case on the eval. No, I think most everybody in the one lobby, they all took their short up there around the, like I was saying a while ago, around the 70s to 60s. You trade the 20 micros sometimes. Tradeify just got $600 payout. Huh. So what do you get, like 50% of your money or something if you get to the payout on Tradeify? So I haven't really looked at those Tradeify accounts in quite a while. Man, is this thing just completely just dumps off for the rest of the night? So all this means is the New York session is probably going to suck tonight, tomorrow. Have you heard of the Blue Guardian? I've been using the instant 5K with a 150 to 250 drawdown. Huh, that's a really small drawdown. You think it's going to be a complete red off? So you think maybe we get the pullback tonight and we just sell off really hard tomorrow? No, I can look those people up. I've never heard of them. Blue Guardian. I feel like maybe someone's brought those up before. Man, you only could probably trade what, 1 or 2 micros? Like, you couldn't trade very much. Or do they let you just trade with 1 micro? This is MNQ. So it's the micros of the NASDAQ. Hmm. All right, say that again, server. I'm sorry, I was moving some charts around. This says, you think we go down tomorrow? I'm not sure. I know we'll have more news. This is non-farm payroll week, so I would think Friday morning is going to be pretty wild if they release the numbers. I didn't think they would because I would think the government would be closed Friday for a federal holiday. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but I guess they just have it on the investing.com app. We're not going to be trading Friday. We're going to be driving. So we're driving back to we're driving to Georgia this weekend. Methodical Man needs me to come down there and hold his hand while he trades on Friday morning. We're going to hold his hand. He's probably asleep. Is he asleep? I hadn't seen him in the lobby in a little while. What time is it? 10:40. Better than flying. I don't like flying. Plus, I like having a car that I don't ever do rental car. I mean, I guess we've done rental cars in the past, but I have that feeling of driving someone else's car, and it's just I don't like it. We're just driving I'm probably be just driving the wife's car down there. It probably costs quite a bit in gas to drive my truck because what is it, like a 25 to 30 gallon tank and shoot what, $3 a gallon, $3.50 to fill up? Shoot, man, I think it'd be almost like $125, $100 every time I fill up. I can't remember how much it costs to fill my wife's car up, but I know she has to put premium in her car, so I'm guessing premium's probably already around 4. Gas prices here still isn't too bad. They are up, but they're still either in the high 2s or low 3s is where we're at with our gas prices. I think my sister said gas prices in Georgia are around 370. Yeah, it's not crazy expensive. Like it's just more than what we're used to paying is all it is. At least for the last 6 or 7 months. Yeah, because I think at one time most of our gas was down to like 250, 240. It was there. It seemed like for a while. And I don't even really mind the gas prices going up. I just hate the way they went up. So it's kind of like when gas prices go down, you got to wait like 3 or 4 months for the pump to reflect the prices going down in gas. But it's something happens in the world, and that has to do with gas or oil. It's like instant price raise. like, like it's like, man, those people got that gas for whatever gas was selling a few months ago, but they now they're getting today's price at the pump. Like that's the only thing that I find annoying about the gas prices. Like I said, I understand if they're going to go up, but it shouldn't. It should be like a month down the road. It should be like, you're it's like, okay, gas is going to be more expensive a month or two down the road because it's going to reflect the in price of, not in price, but influx of the oil prices. Because when that stuff goes back down, we're going to be waiting like 2 months before it hits the pump. That's usually the way it goes. Dirty, dirty people. I'm not really sure. I know they got quite a bit in the South, like Texas and stuff. They did have. I want to say they got some big ones in California too. I don't know if they're still open, but there. I know there were some pretty big ones in California. That's just. I don't think I've ever looked into seeing where gas refineries are at. That's just something I guess I've never thought about. I know they did have a while back that gas refinery down in Texas. It starts with a V. The gas that Vavlon. I don't know if it's Vavlon or it starts with a V, but I guess it caught on fire. That was a last week. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I think their refinery caught on fire a few weeks ago, or it might have been last week. Pretty much it did, Kenny. It pretty much retraced all the way back to the big move from yesterday, from the previous day low, all the way back. Hey, if this thing can start reversal, if we can get back above the, say, previous day low, that previous day open, shoot, we may try to jump in there with a few micros and see if it'll continue higher. Then just use the previous day low as our stop loss. Because if it breaks back below the previous day, more it's probably going back up. Because I wouldn't want to have a stop loss of what you would almost have to have like a 40-point stop loss. Because your stop loss would have to be here. Is there anybody in a trade now? Did anybody get trapped in the sell off tonight? It says that will create the possibility of a evening star. I don't know if I know what that is. The evening star. You're in a short on the ES. Nice. I think your shorts are good as long as, least on the NASDAQ. I haven't really looked at the ES. You said yeah, they're cheaper, but it varies per state. It really depends on what taxes you have on your gas in each state. Basically, your state tax and your local tax. Nice. Are you shorting off the previous day low? Is that what you're taking your entry off of, Nick? Dude, just scalp around levels, man. That's all you have to really do. I mean, just find levels. Just find the support and resistant areas that work, like the pivots, previous day open, previous day close, 50% marks. Man, it was all those same areas. Dude, like fish lips that's in my lobby every day, Nick. He gets banger payouts just trading whole numbers. That's all he trades is whole numbers with 1 and 2 micros. Like I think he just took a $2,700 payout from Apex this week because he posts like the little certificate showing where he's approved in the Discord. Whole numbers be banging. This is why you always hear me talk about whole numbers, just because of fish lips. I'm not really sure, Mary. I don't really have a bias. I have no idea if we're going to go up or down right here. Yeah, like Steven is saying, there's just no volume right now. So I don't feel like jumping into a trade and it just grinds and just getting chopped up. It's just, I just don't want to deal with it because we're probably going to be getting off our stream here in about 10 minutes because we'll be back up in probably about 5 or 6 hours. So the 10 o'clock's usually my max. We'll be back in the morning for the New York session. I'm hoping we can find that one trade to make that $100 in the morning. And then we'll go over to my funded futures, and that'll be my last trade and probably last stream until probably Sunday night or Monday. Because I was going to start my road trip tomorrow around 2 or 3. I think if you're in, I don't know much about that particular strategy with the 8 a.m. ORB strategy. The 15 minutes that I use is always the 9 to 9:15. So I'm not really sure how that one works. I've seen a lot of people advertise that one from that. Is it his name's the PJ guy or something that's well known for trading that? I can't remember. I know there's like some bigger streamer that trades that, but I just can't remember his name. Now, if you got patience to wait on that 9 o'clock OB, this is what repeats every day on this 15 minutes. So see how you get the big move up? Look at where your wick comes back to. You'll see this. This happens a lot. We actually took this trade here. I think we ended up taking like 90 points out of this trade. And then we got long again here and took this up for another 70 points. Let's see. That one never came back. It just dumped. So never came back. That one did come back to the, nope, not even came back to the bottom of the 8 o'clock one. If you are following that 8 o'clock one. Like I said, if you're looking for a setup, if you don't mind being patient, wait for, now I'm not saying you're going to get it every day, but a lot of days it does happen. This is the 9 o'clock to 9:15 15-minute candle. Look, so far the last 2 days, look, we've traded back into this range both times. And you can see it just happening over and over here. Let's see, do we get it this day? Let's see. It looks kind of nasty. I think for some reason, because we actually took this trade too. This is kind of one of my favorite setups in the morning. So what we're looking for is a manipulation of that 15-minute candle. So we like to see us kind of push out the bottom of it. And then either this is going to be the pullback for us to sell off. But if it does not pull back and it sells through the 15 minutes, so we got long on this candle here. And we got our 30 points on this one. I remember that one. That one pulled back, but man, it broke the 15 minutes. It looks like it pulled back into that 8 o'clock 15 minutes up here. I don't know how many other people how many of you guys follow the 15 minutes. So this is why I like having the higher time frames on here so I can see, because look, we ran that 4-hour low and just basically just shot back up. This looks ugly. Anytime that you get this type of price action, I don't remember what day that was, but we had some pretty crappy price action where it was just chopping sideways. The first significant pullback since 23,000. I think we get a kind of a nice retracement. I feel like we need that nice retracement before maybe we'll dump tomorrow. Oh goodness, there's a pivot down there. That's what we didn't have marked out, guys. That pivot to the downside is sitting at 850. Man, I don't know if you had that marked out, Nick. I forgot to mark it out. Oh, so you feel like this is the overnight bottom that we're going to reverse? I have no idea. I just know there is no volume. I think there's no volume because I looked up the whatchamacallit one day, like the hours for the Asia market, and this is their lunch hour. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Hopefully no one got caught in the nasty sell-off this evening. All right, guys, like I said, that's going to do it for me. It's 11 o'clock Eastern time, or I live in Central time, so it is 10 o'clock. And we will be back for the New York opening to probably just hopefully we can look for our one funded trade like we do every day. So either it's going to be a good day tomorrow because we make that last $100 we need, or I'm going to be like, F it. Then I need to turn off my account so I don't do anything stupid. Because we only need $100 to pass that funded account to make $3,600. So we are, where's it at? 36,000. Oh, we're at 53,496. So we have to get to 3,600. So need $105. Sounds good, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching this evening. Good luck if you're going to continue trading tonight. The volume is very low right now, so it can just be very, very choppy, but normal Asia. Thank you, guys.